Hello everyone, welcome to my videos. Myself Ashwin Nayak. From today, let we start ninth standard social science in the second semester. Chapter number 8. The lesson name is The Modern Euro. So in this chapter, we have to studying the main objectives in this chapter, the modern Europe is. First of all, we have to discuss about the topic Renaissance. So when was Renaissance it's to be started or awakening to be started? And then what was the meaning of Renaissance? So what was the causes and effects of this Renaissance? And then the geographical exploration and their effects and the reasons for religious reformation and the effects, and then the industrial revolution and its effects. So these are all concepts we have to study in their classes. Okay, first of all, we have to discuss about the meaning of Renaissance. Yeah, the Renaissance. Okay, what do you meaning by Renaissance? Okay, the Western Roman Empire, the ancient Europe was to destroyed by the barbarian in the 5th century. So in order to protect themselves from such the invention, the Roman Catholics got united under the leadership of Pope. So apart from this, the church started filling common people's minds with superstition. Just to protect their supremacy. Will all this the development come to stand up still? The entire period it has to be called as the dark age. So appeared in the Europe after the rich culture contributions is called, that is the dark age. And then the lower and the middle classes of Europe got crushed during this period by the beginning of the 15th century. So at that time, a new era awakening to be started. So this is the background of this the Renaissance. And the next we have to see that. So what was the meaning of Renaissance? So the English word Renaissance has evolved from the word Renaissance in the Latin. So Renaissance means to the rebirth or review. The new understanding of this Latin and then Greek literature led to a new awakening is called, that is the Renaissance. So the understanding to the Latin and Greek literature led to a new awakening is called that is the Renaissance. So inspired by the reading of this literature, the people of European became to the simple, romanticistic, rationalistic, and then humoristics, engaged in the seeking the truths. So these people ended the dark age and they started the modern age to be spread in the Europe continent. Again, let me see that in this beginning of this Renaissance, the medieval Italy had its the own unique cultural heritages. The environment conducive to the study of Latin literature and was presented in the rich cities like that Rome. Look at that, the Rome, Venice, and then Geneva, due to invention that took the place in order to the parts of the Europe. The scholars, artists, and then thinkers arrived in Italy and took refuge there. This likes this Renaissance to be started in the Italy. Italy and slowly spread to the other parts of the Europe. And then some other reasons too to spread the Europe. Said that first one, the many thinker like that Peter Abelard, Roger Bacon, John Wycliffe, and the other rationalists questioned the superstition practiced by the Catholic Church and became to the reason for this being the big movement. And other third, in the 1456 CE, the Ottoman Turks to attack the Constantinople, the gate of the European trade with that Asia, and got hold of this city. So after that, the intellectual of this Constantinople fell to the Italy along with their the books and became the reason for to that the Renaissance. And then some others so many reasons to the Renaissance is to the review or rebirth. This word indicated all these changes took place during the middle period of this the Euro. So the changes that took a place during to the 14th to 15th century in the field of politics, art and architecture, literature, religion, and then philosophy are called that is the Renaissance. It begins in Italy and the later spread to that other areas of Europe. Hence, Italy is called the land of Renaissance. You just identify that Italy is called the land of Renaissance. Okay, and then next we have to see this. So, what was the futures of Renaissance? Okay, the futures of Renaissance. So the main futures of Renaissance was interest shows to the people to the great cultural and their desire to cultivate it is called the imitations of best. Imitations of the best. It is the great culture and their desires to the cultivate to the interesting shows to people as the greater thought. So this is also one of the futures of this Renaissance. And then next we have to see there the migrations to the Greek Roman scholars to Italy. It is the first thing of this Renaissance in Italy is the place. And the next one, the thinking of these people during the Renaissance, the movement was quite different from the of the people in the Middle Age. So this is called the humanism. The humanists developed the keen interest in the great literature. Literature, the attempts were to make the supports actions related to the human life. The works written in the English, Italian, German language were the rights of this Renaissance period became to the very the popular at that moment. And next, some other changes in this economic and social life to the agricultural gave place to the commercial and then industrial activities. The fundamental changes took place in the social relationship also. It is the changes in the everything field of this the Roman continent. So those are all related to the points. He has to change to start at that the futures to the new begins of to the Renaissance. And the next we have to see there the literature of this Renaissance. So we have to know that the Italy, so Italy it is the land of Renaissance. So it is the motherland of a great writer to the France, England, Germany, to the Spain, to contributed to the lot of literature. The theme of literature of this period were worldly matters rather than the religion. Many articles were written about the human bodies, the voice and other subject also. Instead of Latin, the many of the religion, the European language to be used in the daily lives. Okay, first of all, we have to see there the Petrarch. He has to born on this 1304 to 1374 year. The Petrarch is known as the father of this Renaissance. It is also one of the very important. For example, who was the father of Renaissance? Who is the father of Renaissance ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ you just write down now the Petrarch is father of Renaissance ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. He collected about the 200 Latin and the Greek the manuscripts, and then the Africa is the famous poem. It is in the Latin. He was well known his poems to the sonnets. A deep contemplation of a man's happiness and the sorrow can be seen in this poem. So the most of this Petrarch poem we have to see the man's happiness and then sorrow. This poem is written on this the consonants poems. In his famous poem that is the Africa, he has to write down this in the Latin and the Greek manuscripts for this 200. So a collections of 100 stories called a Decameron, written by the Italian by Boccaccio. The famous works, the Divine Comedy by the Dante, Canterbury Tale, written by the Chaucer of England, Don Quixote by the Servants of Spain, Utopia, written by the Thomas More. Of this England are all notable works. William Shakespeare was an excellent poem to and a dramatist. The William Shakespeare was an excellent poet and a dramatist. He wrote the numerous tragedies and his comedies also. The St. Paul's School, established in the London, was dedicated to the acquisitions of to the new knowledge. So this is the informations about the great, the father of Renaissance is called that is the Petrarch. And next we have to see the Renaissance in the art and architecture field. So during this Renaissance period, the art was simple and then natural. So artists draw the murals showings by the mythological characters, Jesus Christ and his followers, with the natural human emotions. There are many artists to the Italy during that 16th century is there. Michelangelo, Raphael, Leonardo da Vinci, and then Titan were the important artists. And then Michelangelo's Adam and the Final Decision, the Leonardo Vinicius, the later Super and the Mona Lisa, and then Raphael's Sistine, the Moderna, and the Titans, the Assumptions of Virgin were the famous paintings of this Michelangelo. Michelangelo, Raphael, and then Leonardo da Vinci's. And this Titan, so these are all these paintings we have to see in there, the screen. And then next we have to see there the science during in this region, the birth of this, the modern science. So modern science was born during the Renaissance period. Science set aside religious dogma and they came out there, the new discoveries. learning about the human became a precursors, a new invention. The people during that Middle Age accepted everything without any questions, as encouraged. The Francis Bacon declared that the ancient scientific decisions it did not represent any the professional knowledge. Descartes encouraged skepticism and advocated questionings of everything became accepted. Poland's Copernicus disproved the earth-centric argument of the Ptolemy and Greece and showed that as a sun was the center of this the solar system. So Poland's Copernicus he has to discover the earth-centric argument. Ptolemy of the Greece shows the sun was the center, the solar system. He has to say this. And the next, the Kepler. So Kepler was a German scientist. He was explained that the planets revolve around the sun on an oral orbits. And the next, Galileo. So Galileo, he was discovered the telescope. He supported the theory of Copernicus. He was forced to withdraw with his support due to the promise to the church, premise for the church. And the next one, Newton. So Newton discovered a law of gravitation and he said that the all heavenly bodies to controlled by the gravitational force. And then the keen interest was shows in the study of this chemistry, medical science, and then anatomy. Andrew Azoulay conducted the human surgery and wrote the scientific books on possible to effective treatment on the skeleton system, muscular system, brain, liver, and reproductive organs. So these are all where he has to surgery and write the scientific books on the Andrews visuals. And the next, the effect of this Renaissance. So, what was the effects we have to see in the Renaissance to spread about the Europe? At that first one point, the Renaissance ended the dark age of superstitions in Europe and facilitate the modern knowledge. It has to spread to the facilities the modern knowledge also. And in second point, it is to be shows that the religion reformations used for this Renaissance period, it provided base for this humanity and then individual freedom by the ending heresy of this Catholic Church. And the third point, it has to show us the growth in the art, literature, and then science to let the West changes. It all has to develop in there, the Renaissance period. And the next fourth one point, the human curiosity led to the growth of this human interest, which facilitate geographical discovery. So those are all reasons he has to invention for this more lands to discover in the voyage for this journey. And there he has to invest their various tools. And the fifth one, the many European language like that, the French, Italy, English, German, Spanish, and other language to achieve to the good development. So these are all information he has to say there to impact of this Renaissance period in the modern Europe. In my next class, I will explain about the geographical exploration. So what was the reason and effect? So what do you meaning by geographical exploration? So these are all concepts we have to study in my next class. Thank you for watching these videos. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.